Hey, so I wanted to give you a little bit of inspiration about inviting women to the Healing Temple and how, it can just be really random situations. It doesn't have to be totally planned. So, yesterday I was up at the farmer's market at Port Townsend and I was in line to pick up some vegetables somewhere, and there was a woman who was also in line, and she was had her leg up on one of those scooter things that you do when you've done something, I don't know, to your ankle or whatever. And on her scooter there was this little one of those little baby license plates that you can get, and had her name on it, but it said New York. And I was immediately like, oh, New York. And then before I could say a word to her, her friend jumped and yelled because she'd just been stung by a bee. So I grabbed her and was taking her off to the local herbalist. And of course, for the one time in decades of this herbalist being there, she's not in town. I asked somebody else who knows the herbalist, like, where's Denise? And he said, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I said, so, bee sting. And he goes, oh, mud. So I take the woman over, and we find some soil, and I pour some water from my water bottle into it, and we make some mud. And we come back to the vegetable stand, and she's distressed, and we're just sort of dealing with that. So we are all still talking. And this woman with the mud has this hat on that says Reykjavik, which is, as you know, in Iceland, a place I've always wanted to go. And so I said to the woman from New York, so where are you from in New York? Are you from there? And she said, yeah, I'm from Manhattan. And I said, because I'm going to upstate New York soon. And they was, oh, what are you doing there? And so I said about the Healing Temple, and I said, do you know anybody in that area? Even from Manhattan, people would come up. And she said, yeah, I actually do know a woman. And so I gave her the link, and boom, off we went. And that happens all the time. So from all the way out here in Washington State, there are going to be some people at healing temples in Maine and in Saratoga Springs, and then when we get to Leavenworth here in Washington, just because I'm blabbing about it everywhere. So, tell people what you're up to. And if they're interested, for themselves or for a friend, ask for a friend, and give them a link. It's actually kind of fun.